going on, guys? This is Aaron with Chavez Knives. We are going to be taking a look at the new Integral T.A.Ks. T.A.K meaning tiniest knife. And these are the 50 series that we've previously done in the scapegoat variation. These will be releasing November 11th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough with what we got going on with these models specifically and what kind of makes them unique and special, but also for you to have an in-depth look at them as well. So with each of the 50 series, there are only 50 pieces total in each model. As we move forward in the future, these will continue to be seen in various models. Like I said previously, we did them in the scapegoat, and now we're doing it in the T.A.K. I believe next will be the slip joints. We recently ran slip joints a couple months ago, and we'll have those here soon, either before the end of the year or at the beginning of the year. Now I'll walk through whose design is whose and kind of what makes them unique and special. This first one being Ramon's design, his colorway. He did a natural micarta as well as the pivot collars on these. He decided instead of the M390 that he would do the CPM 3V blade. Now these will come in drop point and Tanto. So of the 50, there'll be 25 drop point, 25 Tanto, except for one specific model down here. These are only 50. Once the 50 are done, we won't be doing them again. I know there were some questions when we did the scapegoats, if we were going to do them again in the future, or if that was it, and that's going to be it. Now, when we first ran the Integral T.A.K, a lot of people didn't realize they were integral, and that's simply due to Ramon's design choice. Integral meaning it's made of one piece of titanium. Now, it doesn't look like it's one piece of titanium because of these milled lines in the backspacer and in the butt of the knife. Now, this simply was a design choice that Ramon wanted to do. Essentially, having a faux backspacer instead of what normally is integral is there's nothing. You can see it's just one long piece of whatever material, aluminum, titanium. In this case, it is still integral, but Ramon decided to do these milled lines so that way it looks like it's a normal knife, when in actuality it's not. It's an integral. That's just some of the action on it. The T.A.K is one of the only knives besides the Chubb flipper that is a flipper. I know we've done a Sangre Street in a flipper with a couple different variations, but the T.A.K is, I would say, the most popular flipper model we have. Now, as well, with these 50 series, they will come in a bolster lock instead of a frame lock or a liner lock. Yeah, that is the drop point. Here's the Tanto. Just different blade shape on that. Now again, this is Ramon's design, so he picked the materials, the colors, essentially anything he wanted for this sandblasted natural micarta, as well as the pivot collars to match. I believe pricing on these, with our production Integral T.A.Ks, we went with $315. Let me get a calculator out here quick. So I believe these will be $360 just on the Chavez website. So again, this one is Ramon. We'll move into his wife, Lori. This is her configuration. Again, drop point blade. This is an M390. This one is very classy looking, whether you're wanting to take to a dinner, to a meeting, if you're going to Vegas. It's stone-washed black titanium, and then she did bronze anodized titanium. That's the drop point model. Here's the Tanto. And again, I am about 6 feet, just under 200 pounds. Decent sized hands, I guess. But again, I can get a 4-finger grip on this and still fits comfortably in the hand. So in terms of being a tiny ass knife, for Ramon, this, it is a smaller knife. Our slip joint is definitely one of the smaller ones. We move over to Ammon. He decided to go with the marbled black carbon fiber. Again, the M390 blade. And what makes this one a little more unique is he wanted the gold anodized titanium clip. Now again, these do come with the standard clip, but they will have the skull clip attached. The drop point, and as well as the Tanto. Now each of these, surprisingly, since they are integral, and with the flipper, they each have their own unique little sound when they open. They sound pretty close, but depending on the material and the weight, they do tend to sound a little bit differently, even from the standard production models that we did. This one over here is my design that I chose. I ultimately chose to go with the video game Skyrim, which came out my senior year of high school. And there's a mineral in the game called corundum, and this mineral has a green and copper textures in it, so I decided to go with green, heavy stonewashed green anodized titanium, and then this milled copper on top there. And then for the blade, I stuck with the M390, but I did a heavy stonewash. So it's not black, but it's that gray color. Again, the clip also matches in the green. Of the 5 variations, this one's definitely the heaviest. I think when I measured, or when I weighed this one, it came out to be over 7 ounces, which for a small knife, it's very heavy. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but with the ones I've been using in terms of marketing, I've handled this one more, and this one's fresh out the box, so you can kind of see it's already starting to wear, which that was my intent with using copper, is I wanted it to wear over time and have that heavy use. But everyone seems to like this one a lot, as well as the Dirty Steve. But I am a fan. I'm glad I decided to go with something a little bit outlandish, I would say, and just super different. So again, Tanto on that one, and then the drop point. On that. Now this last one is Carlos's design. This one and the Dirty Steve are the lightest models. This one in particular has the orange peel texture on the titanium, and then he chose this red micarta, which fades nicely over time. It looks brown, but I believe it's red micarta. So this one with the chisel grind and Tanto, it'll have 50 of this. The other 4, it'll be 25 Tanto, 25 drop point, and that's all there is. So with this one, Carlos also chose to go with the black hardware. So you see the skull screws are black. These screws and the pivot are black. It's hard to tell texture-wise, but the clip and the body, again, have that orange peel texture, so not stonewash. Very smooth knife, very lightweight knife. So yeah, these are all of the models that we'll be dropping on November 11th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Again, these will be $360 a piece, 25 Tanto, 25 drop point of each, excluding this one, which will have 50. Once these are sold out, they're done for, and we'll move on to the next model. So I hope Again, you guys enjoy these. It seemed like with the scapegoats, everyone seemed to love them. In the future, we're going to continue to do this, whether it's an integral model like these or whether it's a standard production frame lock like we've done in the past. But yeah, we hope you enjoy them and can't wait to see, all the videos and photos and reviews you guys like to do. That's all I got for you. So have a great week, and we'll see you next time.